Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Nerdle puzzle. This is Maths Wordle. The idea is to guess the correct mathematical equation, and I always start with the same one. Let's see if it helps us today. Well, we've got a few reds. That means we've got things correct, but not in the correct place. Now the equals in particular is interesting, because they never have any symbols after the equals. It's never 5 equals 100 minus 95, for example. It's always either a 1 or a 3-digit answer. Now, we haven't got a minus, so if it is going to be a 1-digit answer, we're going to need to use division. But similarly, if it's a 3-digit answer, we're probably going to need to use multiplication. And it's always harder when there's a times or a minus, rather than just a times or divide, rather than just a plus or a minus. I've got no idea what is most likely here. 59 times 2, that would work, for example, because I'm just trying to think of something that uses the 4 digits that we know we have to use. That gives us 118. Let's try it and see how close we can get. Okay, so it is going to be division, because it's not a 2 or a 3-digit answer. And we haven't learned anything more on that, apart from ruling out the 1. That's a bit of a waste of a guess, really. Okay, so it's going to be an equals there. It's surely... It could be something with the plus, because it could be something plus something over something, but I think I'm going to assume to start with that it's a 3-digit number divided by a 2-digit number. I think it's most likely to be something like this, although we can't use the 3, so that does make it a little bit trickier, because it can't be 80 times 3. Or something in the 80s times something in the times 3. What else can we do? 400 and something? We haven't tried the 4 or the 6 yet. I suppose it could be 90 something times 5. That would probably give us 400 and something. We could use... How are we going to be able to use the 8 and the 2 in this sum? That's what I'm worried about now. Because if we put the 2 and the 8 here, then obviously that's not going to be divisible by 5. If we put the 2 here, the sum won't use the 8. And if we put the 8 here, the sum won't use the 2. That can't actually be correct, even though it looks very promising. And if it's something like 89 there, that's 445, so that doesn't use the 2. So how are we going to get 5, 2, 8 and 9 involved in this sum? It's probably not going to have the 5 on the end, is it? But the trouble is, the 5 can't be the first digit of the 3-digit number or the first digit of the 2-digit number. I suppose it could be here? Feels unlikely. Don't know if that would help anyway. 9 and a 6, I suppose. That would be a 2 and an 8. No, an 8 and a 2. No, what am I doing? A 2 and an 8, that does work. 9 times 62 is 558. Oh, that's frustrating. We can't have a 5 here. What about if that's something else that ends in 2? Can't be a 4, because then we'd have a 3. It could be a 9. Can it? No, because we can't use the 7. No, but then that could be an 8. Let's do my maths correctly. That's 800. No, that doesn't work, though. That doesn't... Is it? What's 9 times 92? That's 810 plus 18. It's 828, so it doesn't have a 5 in it. Oh, so desperate to get the 5 in, but it just doesn't work. Let's try something else. How about... I mean, we've got 18 over 9. That is 2. I mean, we could do... Theoretically, we could do 3 plus 2 equals 5, but we can't use the 3. So is there something similar that would work with this pattern? I've given up trying to find something that just works with the divide. How about we use the plus and the divide in conjunction? It uses BODMAS, so it will do the division before the addition. I suppose it could just be 2 digits divided by 1 plus 1 digit, but division could be before the plus anyway. But it can't be 18 at the start. Oh, I mean, this is a tricky one. 28, I mean, it can't be 28 there. So it would be 28 over 4, that's 7. But again, 5 plus 7 just doesn't make 9. And it can't start with a 5 anyway. Oh, what is going on with this sum? We could have 2 divisions. It could be 80 divided by 5. That makes 16. Oh, I was hoping it made 18, but it clearly doesn't. Because I wanted to divide it by 2 and then get the 9 involved again. But that clearly doesn't work either. Wow, what a tricky one. What on earth is going on here? 20 over 5 isn't going to work because we're not going to be able to use the 8 and the 9. I think it's going to have to be a 3-digit over a 2-digit, and I just haven't worked out the correct things yet. It really feels like that's going to be 9, 8 and 2 in that order, or maybe with the 8 and the 2 swapped. Because that's an easy way of using those 3 digits that we know we have to use. But the trouble is then that has to be a 5. Would that have to be a 2 in order to get a 5 there? Yeah, I think it would actually. That works, doesn't it? Let's try it. Oh, it did work. I don't think it invalidated any clues that we already had. But it's not right. That's a surprise. Given how long it took me to think of that, I thought, as soon as I thought of it, it would be unique. So how about something plus something over 8 equals 9? Then this would be 56 over 8. That would work. This is surely going to be correct, isn't it? Surely there isn't another answer because we've got so many things in place. It is correct. So 2 plus 56 over 8 equals 9. Now we all know. I mean, I'm sure we could have worked it out before. But we never got asked. That was a struggle, wasn't it? Well done. If you got that before me, you probably did. And thank you, you stuck with me till the end. That is Nerdle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.